तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लांघायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्। नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने। कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतशक्तसुदीननरं। सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ग्रंथेरारंभे करि मंगलाचरण गुरु वैष्णव भगवान तीनेर स्मरणे हय विघ्न विनाशन अनायासे हय निज वांछित पूरण। Today is disappearance of one of the associates of Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Saraswati Thakur. His name is Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Sri Srimad Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj. One of the prominent preachers of the message of pure devotional doctrines of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, coming in the lineage of Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. When Prabhupada was sitting alone and was performing Shatakoti Harinama Yajna, 100 crores, I don't know what a crore is, 10 million is 1 crore I believe, 10 million is 1 crore. So 100 crore means 1000 million holy names of vow was taken by Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He had no desire to really preach, but he wanted to do bhajan. At that time Panchatattva appeared in his dream. Also his Guru Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, and told that you should preach the message of Sriman Mahaprabhu all around the globe. Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said, I don't have money, I don't have manpower. Neither manpower I have nor financial power I have got. How can I preach the message? Then Mahaprabhu Panchatattva, they told to him that you don't worry about the manpower and the financial power. We shall send you everything. You simply preach the message of pure devotion to everyone. So after that, Prabhupada understood that it is the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that his message should be spread everywhere. And then he took the this mission of propagating. And then by the desire of Panchatattva, by the desire of the Shad Goswamis, one after another the stalwarts devotees started to join the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And thus they became a very, very helpful hand in Prabhupada's mission. One such exemplary personality is Srila Bhakti, Srirupa, Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj. He is the one who, came at a very, very early age of his life and joined the preaching mission of Srila Prabhupada. And also, today is his disappearance day. The Vaishnava's appearance and disappearance, there is no difference. No difference means both are equally worshipable by a novice person, a votary. Because Granther Arambhe Kori Mangalacharan, Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran. One has to remember Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan always from the core of the heart. By remembering them from the heart, Vigna Vinashan, all the impediments on the path of devotion will be cleared, will be finished. And very easily, Achirate Pai, Abhishta Puran, one will attain the desired objective, the cherished objective, very, very soon. So, it is very, very important that we remember the glories of the Vaishnavas always, and particularly on their appearance and disappearance days, because they are giving us an opportunity to do so on these special days. Namayom Guru Devaya Dhimate Saumya Murtaye Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Prabhave Sri Mahatmane. Sri Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj was, Dhimate, very, and fixed in his intelligence in Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Saumya Murti, very, very soft and gentle. Vishuddha Bhakti Siddhanta Vani Pracharine Sate Satvata Shastra Vyakhya Nipunaya Mahamate. He has propagated the pure devotional doctrines always, and he also had written commentaries to many devotional scriptures. Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj had contributed, literary contribution of Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj is very, very noteworthy. Our Baladev Vidya Bhushan Prabhu, he has written Gaudiya Bhashya, or it's called as Govinda Bhashya, to the Vedanta Sutras. That is written in Sanskrit language. For many, it cannot be easily understood. Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj had translated this into Bengali language, thereby making it available for those who do not understand the Sanskrit language. And also he has written several other commentaries to several other scriptures, Katha Upanishad, Kena Upanishad, Prashnottara Upanishad, Aitreya Upanishad, Taittreya Upanishad. To so many Upanishads, he has written commentaries. He has written commentaries to Bhagavad Gita. Not only his commentaries, but the commentaries of Baladev Vidya Bhushan Prabhu based on his, Govinda Bhashya. He has also written the commentaries given by Srila Prabhupada, word-to-word translations and also the purports of these every verse. In this manner, he had printed 4 volumes of Bhagavad Gita. One Bhagavad Gita in 4 volumes. So he has explained each of these verses as per the various Vaishnava acharyas. So the contribution to the library of Gaudiya books by Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj is worth mentioning, and he always stays as that person who had given these Upanishads and Govinda Bhashya easily accessible to other people. That is why in his pranam mantra itself it is there, Satvada Shastra Vyakhya Nipunaya Mahamati, you are an expert in giving commentaries to the devotional scriptures. Brahma Sutra Shriti Smrito Gaudiya Bhashya Karine Shastra Yuktya Astada Stotra Viprati Patti Nashina. And he has written the Brahma Sutra, the commentaries to Brahma Sutras in Gaudiya Bhashya. As per the Gaudiya, there are so many Upanishads. These Upanishads are, commentaries to these Upanishads are given by several persons. There are scholars in Sanskrit language who have given commentaries to these Upanishads. So usually people refer to these. But in the Gaudiya lineage, how can these purports be understood, or how can these verses be understood? The Gaudiya purports to this in the lineage of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there is no one who had given. So Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj has done that. Shri Saraswatah Gaudiyadhish Seva Prakashina Vaishnav Acharya Devaya Nitya Kalyana Daine. And he has established Saraswata Gaudiya Mission Asan. He has established the organization, Sri Saraswata Gaudiya Mission Asan. And he is always bringing about the welfare of all those who have surrendered to him. So this is the pranam mantra of Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj. So in Mayapur, very next to our Gopinath Gaudiya Math, there is Ban Maharaj. I don't know if you are aware, you know his name. Srila Ban Maharaj is the disciple of Srila Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj. He is conducting Vaishnava Seva today, for his Gurudev's disappearance. So those who are interested, they can go there. Also, they have a mutt in Navadvip Dham. In Navadvip, they have a mutt.
This side of the road?
Yes, just adjacent to the road, on the main road itself. Yes.
After Gopinath.
Oh, here, after Gopinath. Yes, the wall. Yes, the wall that is joining Gopinath Gaudiya Math's this thing next to it is there. And in Navadvip Dham, adjacent to the road, it is there, just adjacent to the road. He appeared in this material world in 1906 on the 12th of October. It is, Kartika Shukla Panchami, 5th day of the month of Kartik, the bright fortnight. He took birth in the current day Bangladesh. Previously it used to be East Bengal. Now this is West Bengal. That was East Bengal previously. But later it became Bangladesh, the current day Bangladesh. His father's name is Gopal Chandra De and mother is Srimati Rajalakshmi Devi. His parents named him Sri Shiva Shankar De. His childhood name was Sri Shiva Shankar De. And right from his childhood, he had an inclination towards Krishna Bhakti. He had faith towards the Vaishnavas, serving the sadhus, etc. And he was always in quest for knowledge about the Supreme. When he was only 17 years of age, he heard that one sannyasi from Gaudiya Math had come to East Bengal from Kolkata. He heard that he is a very nice preacher talking about the pure devotional doctrines, he immediately developed desire to meet and hear Hari Katha from him. He took some of his friends to that place. It is Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami Maharaj. Another disciple of Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami Maharaj. He was the one who was sent by Srila Prabhupada to East Bengal to preach. And when Shiva Shankar Prabhu, along with other friends and relatives, came to this assembly where Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami was speaking, he was spellbound to hear the manner in which Srila Bharati Maharaj had presented the devotional scriptures establishing how Krishna is the highest object of worship. Krishna is the Lord of all lords. In this manner, he had established so many truths about Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Immediately, Sri Shiva Shankar Prabhu was attracted by his lectures. Then he heard that at a very close by place there is another assembly that is going to be conducted. So he went along with the party to hear Harikatha from him. And there also he heard Harikatha from Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Maharaj. And now completely convinced that Krishna Bhakti is all in all, and that if he stays in the company of Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Maharaj, he will be able to progress in Hari Bhajan. He immediately decided to give up his household life or his house. He approached Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami Maharaj and he told that I want to accept Harinam and Diksha from you. Please make me your disciple and please, put me on the path of bhakti. He told, I am not initiating. My Gurudev Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, you should meet him. If you meet him, then you will be instantaneously attracted towards his personality. He is in Mayapur. Do you want to go with me? He said, yes. So without informing the parents, he went along with the Prachar party to join Prabhupada. He came to Prabhupada, and that year, when he was 18 years old, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur gave him Harinam and Diksha. Srila Prabhupada named him Sri Siddha Swarup Brahmachari. He became Siddha Swarup Brahmachari. And Prabhupada he was young, 18 years old, not too old. So Prabhupada also showered a lot of affection, fatherly affection upon him. And he also served Srila Prabhupada very sincerely. Very soon, his parents came to know that our son has escaped to Gaudiya Math and he is somewhere in Mayapur. So immediately they came to Mayapur. They not searched, that was only one mutt there. They came to the mutt. Now there are so many mutts. Some devotees come. There is one, my brother, 2 days ago one person came. 25 years ago my brother came out of my house and I heard that he is staying somewhere in Mayapur. Do you know where he is? I said, now in Mayapur there are so many mutts. I don't know where he is. No, his name is this. Whatever his name is, he is not in our mutt, I can tell. But in which mutt he is, you have to find him out. But those days it was not the case. Only one mutt, Yogpit, that's all. So, he went there and then this person is a juvenile. How can you bring him here? He is 18 years old. He is still dependent on the parents. You should not do like this. So, making some, kind of issue, the parents forcefully brought Shiva Shankar Prabhu back to the house. And he was admitted into the university college. He studied, his bachelor degree. And after he finished his university studies, he told, now I am not a juvenile, I can go. So he immediately left the house again. Now this time he told the parents that I am going back to join Srila Prabhupada. So now he can take decision. After 21 you are independent according to the law. So he took his decision that I am going to join Prabhupada's mission. He came to Srila Prabhupada and then he stayed there, served Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Prabhupada also engaged him in preaching activities. Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj, along with the principal sannyasi disciples of Prabhupada, he went to different places. East Bengal, that is current day Bangladesh. In India also he travelled to Bihar, Odisha, Madras, means the current day Chennai, Andhra Pradesh, and North India. To all these places he travelled and he preached along with the very, very exalted sannyasi disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Tridandi Swami Srimad Bhakti Pradeep Tirtha Goswami Maharaj was a disciple of Bhakti Vinod Thakur and took sannyas from Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Pradeep Tirtha Goswami Maharaj. And he was the one who went to West to preach the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada. Tridandi Swami Srimad Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami Maharaj, Tridandi Swami Srimad Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, and other prominent preachers of Prabhupada's mission. Along with these persons, our Siddha Swarup Brahmachari also joined. And one time when he was in East Bengal in a preaching program, because Siddha Swarup Prabhu had a very unique way of presenting Harikatha, he used to be given some time to speak in a big assemblies also. So he was given to speak in that assembly in East Bengal. So during the course of his Harikatha, Sri Siddha Swarup Brahmachari, still a Brahmachari, not a sannyasi yet, Sri Siddha Swarup Brahmachari spoke about two very, very renowned religious leaders in Bengal, whom everyone worship as the exalted personalities, religious leaders. Sri Siddha Swarup Brahmachari, in the middle of Harikatha, he told, these are simply rascals in the name of religious leaders. These guys are plundering the people from their real wealth. Actual wealth is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Prema Dharma. Now by propagating all these, illegitimate and anti-scriptural things, they are calling themselves as religious leaders, but they are simply gundas. Gunda means the plunderers in the line of religiosity. Now, these persons are so famous and everyone in Bengal worship them. And Sri Siddha Swarup Brahmachari had spoken so much ill against them that the crowd got so much disturbed, angered, started pelting at these Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So they had to stop their preaching and come back. The next day morning, in the newspapers, this news came that one Swamiji from Gaudiya Math of Navadvip came to East Bengal and he started saying that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission is this and called these persons as rascals or idiots or stupids of religious path, etc., etc. And then because of which there was pelting and all these things were written. All other persons who, the sannyasis, Bhakti Pradeep Tirtha Maharaj and all these persons, they complained to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, you see, this person is, does not understand what to speak, what not to speak. He's speaking such a thing, they are worshipped in Bengal and he has spoken against them. Srila Prabhupada immediately told, Siddha Swarup Brahmachari had done a job worth million rupees. They thought that Prabhupada will chastise him, don't speak ever like this. But Prabhupada told, Siddha Swarup Brahmachari has done a job that is worth million rupees. Because now you don't have to go to place to preach that Mahaprabhu's religion is topmost. It's already in the newspapers. Everyone, it's going to every doorstep. Everyone is reading that Mahaprabhu Sampradaya is topmost. He has told this, and therefore these persons are bogus. We don't have to tell now. It is there in everyone's house. So Mahaprabhu's message has reached from door to door. So even if you have to, arrange programs and conduct programs and preach, not everyone will turn up to the program, and you have to spend lots of money for that. Now, without doing anything, simply the message is spread. So this is how our our Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj used to say that this is how Prabhupada's vision was. Prabhupada was such a far visionary that he could see beyond what anyone else could see. This is the speciality of the pure devotees. Tatte anukampam. Whatever happens is by the desire of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. This is what a pure devotee always sees. And how that desire is fulfilled, they understand. We know theoretically, everything is by the desire of Supreme Lord. But how? How I don't know, but theoretically I know that it is by the mercy. But the pure devotees, they know what is the true purport of all these things. So, such is the, the preaching effort of Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj as a brahmachari. He was nirapeksha. Nirapeksha means he had no expectations from anyone. So Prabhupada used to say, only a nirapeksha person can propagate the Krishna Bhakti. Because those who have any expectations that I will get followers, I will get money, or I will get, name and fame, those persons cannot preach uncompromised Krishna Bhakti. They will preach, but they will compromise for the benefit or for the, satisfaction of the audience also. But he was such a nirapeksha person, means no expectations, that he propagated it, he preached without any fear. In 1937, 1st of January, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur disappeared from this material world. After that, there was some kind of a turmoil that has happened in Chaitanya Math. There were so many, opinions of different persons, resulting in clashes. Many disciples of Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur separated out themselves, thinking that we shall not become part of any mishap, or let us be away from all these things and concentrate on our bhajan. So in this manner, many persons had come out of Sri Chaitanya Math. It is at the time our Srila Param Gurudev Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhava Goswami Maharaj was the last one to come out of Sri Chaitanya Math. Because until the final moment, he tried to bring all the God brothers together. Everyone else feared anything can happen in this math. Better we go out for a peaceful life without any disturbances. But our Param Gurudev stayed in the middle of all these disturbances only to see if there is a possibility of all the God brothers getting united or not. When he saw that it is not happening, and on top of it, his efforts are only being insulted repeatedly, and his disciples are not being treated properly, he ultimately came out. But for a long, long time, he stayed and tried to bring everyone in unity, because it is Srila Prabhupada's final instruction. All of you stay united. All of you stay united to serve Sri Guru and propagate the message of Rupa Sanatana, Rupa and Raghunatha with enthusiasm. Stay united. So this was the final instruction of Srila Prabhupada. So, in order to make this happen, our Param Gurudev tried. Anyway, so he came out, Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj, along with Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami Maharaj. Both of them came out of that place and they rented a house in Calcutta. In Calcutta, some of them came to Calcutta, some of them came to Navadvip. Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj was also one among those who left very quickly, immediately he left. Our Puri Goswami Maharaj also left immediately. There are so many persons who left, Chaitanya Mat immediately after Prabhupada's departure. But it's only our Param Gurudev who stayed for long. Now, he came to Calcutta and they rented a house and they started a mission by the name Saraswata Gaudiya Mission Asan and started preaching the message of Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu everywhere. Later in 1941, he accepted sannyas from his god brother Srila Bhakti Prasoon Bodayan Goswami Maharaj and received the title Shri Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Maharaj. Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami is the title that he received after his sannyas. Now slowly, by the preaching efforts of Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami Maharaj and Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj, the number of disciples started to increase, and one of the disciples, he offered a land at 29B Hazra Road as a permanent place for the mutt. So at Hazra Road, which is also close to our mutt in Kalighat, this is very close to our mutt. So at this place, they got a permanent, place to stay, and they constructed a mutt here. In 1944, the deities were shifted from the rented house to the newly acquired property. And the service of the deities, preaching of Mahaprabhu's mission continued from this particular place. 3 years later, Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami Maharaj disappears from this world, whom he took as a life inspiration, and due to whose Harikathas, Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj came to Srila Prabhupada's shelter, that Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami Maharaj disappeared in 1947, after which he was completely drowned in, separation grief. And later he continued to propagate the mission that has been established by Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami Maharaj and further expanded the mission. He acquired the land in Jagannath Puri in 1 year later, constructed a mutt there, and around 14 or 15 years later, he acquired a land in Navadvip Dham also, and he constructed a mutt there also. At all these places, wherever Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami constructed mutt, at that place you see that he prepared a very special diorama, special exhibitions. In every mutt of Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami, you will see a very special kind of a presentation that is put on the walls that will, give spiritual instructions, very instructive and very thought-provoking. This is, even though in Hazra Road, his mutt is very small, but you see even that small mutt, there are so many, dioramas that he had put in exhibition, which are spiritually, instructive. As we heard, Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj had dedicated his life, one is for preaching, other is for writing books. He has printed Srimad Bhagavad Gita in 3 volumes, and in which he has written Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Vidvajana Bhashya. He has included the Vidvajana Bhashya written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He has given word to word meaning of all Sanskrit verses. He had given the Anvaya, the translations of these verses. Anuvad, not Anvaya. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Vidvajana Bhashya and Srila Baladev Vidya Bhushan Prabhu's, based on his Govinda Bhashya, there is a Gita Bhushan. He named it as Gita Bhushan, and he has given it in Sanskrit and then translated it into Bengali language, and he has written his own commentary by the name Anubhushan. In this manner, he had printed 3 volumes of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And also the Baladev Vidya Bhushan Prabhu's Govinda Bhashya and his commentary to that, Siddhanta Kana, is also written, and this is, I think, in 4 volumes. Yes, 4 volumes Govinda Bhashya is printed. And also he has given commentaries to Ishopanishad, Kathopanishad, Kena Upanishad, Shvetashvatara Upanishad, Shvetashvata Upanishad, Mundaka Upanishad, Mandukya, Prashnottara, Taitreya, Autreya, Gopal Tapani. To all these Upanishads, he has written commentaries in the lineage of Mahaprabhu, that is, through Achintya Bheda Bheda Siddhanta. He has given commentaries based on Achintya Bheda Bheda Siddhanta. Not like, there is no form, there is no quality, not like that. Achintya Bheda Bheda. In the light of Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva, he has given commentaries to all these Upanishads. He has also written Srimad Bhagavata Amrita Kana, Shri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu, Shri Ujjwala Nilamani Kirana Lesha, Mahajana Gita Sangraha, Archana Sankshep. All these things he has edited and he has written also. So in this manner, to the Vaishnava community, he had offered so much. Our most revered Srila Gurudev, with respect to Srila Bhakti, Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj used to say that one time I went to his mutt for participating in one religious event. At that time I saw that after the Arati is over, everyone is chanting Jai Dhvani loudly. Jai, Jai, Jai. Everyone is chanting Jai loudly. Usually at the time of Jai Dhvani we relax. But here in ISKCON I saw that they offer obeisances all through the Jai Dhvani. Now someone mentally meditating on the object of worship to whom they are giving Jai, some are relaxing, that okay, got a nice thing to lie down. In Gaudiya Math, they are not even lying down, they are standing and relaxing, they are gossiping like this. But in Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj Math, everyone is chanting Jai, Jai loudly. And Guru Maharaj said, what is this? I have not ever seen or heard like this. People are so energetic to say Jai Dhvani. He asked, Guru Maharaj said that I asked one brahmachari, here it is very nice, everyone is chanting Jai Dhvani so loudly. Oh, it is our Gurudev's order that those who don't chant Jai Dhvani loudly, they will not have their breakfast and lunch. Their meals will be cut. Therefore, afraid of not having our meals, we chant loudly. So Guru Maharaj said, you see how merciful is Srila Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj, that somehow or other he is making loudly make everyone chant Jai Dhvani, by which the Vaishnava is pleased and they will get mercy. So in the form of punishment only is making them chant so that one will get the mercy of the Vaishnavas. This is the affection of the Vaishnavas. Another occasion, This is our god brother, my very senior god brother, Bhakti Nilay Brihadvati Maharaj, whom we have seen one day. One sannyasi was passing by, Srimad Bhakti Nilay Brihadvati Maharaj. He told he is a doctor, is a MBBS doctor and MS also. He was in West for his MS, and then he came. His birthplace is in Odisha, Puri. So he has this religious inclination from his childhood, and even though he was a doctor, he always used to question that there are certain things that doctors cannot answer. So what is that which is beyond the science? So he had this inquisitiveness, and he also knew, because he is from Jagannath Puri, he had a lot of faith in Jagannath Dev. So he always believed in something above medical science or any science of this world. So in his quest, he was searching for where is any ashram where I can take shelter of. He came to the place of our Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj Mutt in Jagannath Puri. He went there and he asked that I want to see Acharya here. So they took him to Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj. He went there, he offered obeisances, and he told that I want to do bhajan. Tell me what should I do. Then Srila Siddhanti Maharaj told that you seem to be an educated person. What did you study? He said that I studied doctor. I am a doctor and I have finished my MS. Oh, you are highly qualified. You cannot do bhajan. Bhakti Siddhanti Maharaj told you cannot do bhajan. Why? No, so much qualification, there will be arrogance, there will be pride, you cannot do bhajan. Then our Brihadvati Maharaj told, okay, I have given up my education, I have given up my qualification, I have given up my doctor job. Can I do bhajan now? He said, yes, you can do bhajan now. So, Maharaj told that Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj very straight, outright he would say. That he would not, take a back step to say, oh, he may feel offended. Oh, no. To say truth, he never took a back step. So he told, you cannot do with so much qualification. Said, no, can I, if I give up? Yes, then you can do. Then, seeing the sincerity of Srila Brihadvati Maharaj, he told, you see, near on the Grand Road, there is a mutt established by my god brother Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Maharaj, and now his disciple Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Maharaj is the current Acharya. You go to him. There are educated people. There are some from good aristocratic families. Devotees are there. You go there, and you will find proper path. In our mutt, there are not so many educated persons. You will not be able to adjust here. Go there. So, by the advice of Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj, he came to our mutt. He met Srila Gurudev, and then he joined him, and then later it's a history. So, this is how he said that my interaction with Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj, and how outright he was in speaking the truth. So, today is the I always go over time. So today is the disappearance of Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj. I pray at the feet of Srila Bhakti Srirupa Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj repeatedly that may he free me from any kind of offenses that I might have committed at his feet, knowingly or unknowingly, and giving shelter at his feet, may he allow me to offer service at his feet. His non-different form, my most revered Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, I offer my obeisance at his feet, that may he bestow strength to perform his service birth after birth. So, tomorrow I have to go to Jaipur. I am going on a few days tour. So, I think at least for the next week or so we will not have Harikatha. So it can be more also, only after I go. My return ticket is not yet done. So I will go and then a few things in relation to Samadhi temple needs to be, completed. So after that is done,
You are from
Jaipur, yes,
Rajasthan.
Rajasthan, yes, and then I will let you know after I come back, maybe a week or 10 days at least, and after that we will continue our Jada Bharat narration. Okay. वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय परमाराध्यतम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री श्रीरूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय सपरिकर श्री राधा मदन मोहन श्री राधा गोविंद श्री राधा गोपीनाथ जीव की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद प्रमंस स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति श्रीरूप सिद्धांति गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रेमानंद